What's up, you CYBL Army shareholders and moneymakers? Welcome back to the channel. We have been talking about CYBL and 10x news. We have been talking about CYBL. It went to 6.5 cents back in the days, and we are seeing that at 1 cent at the moment. Anyway, we have a great news. I have done my due diligence and research. I'm going to share the information with you that can potentially put CYBL 2 to 3x in the very near future, as well as for the long term. Maybe within the next 12 months, you may see 5 to 10x in terms of the price point. I have been doing my due diligence and research on CYBL, and take a look what they came up with. Cyberlux Corporation, they released the amended first quarter financial and operational results, confirming that the company delivered $6.25 million in revenue and $1.24 million in net income for the quarter ended March 31st, 2022. Now, you want to remember that the company has been consistently doing more than $2 million in revenue for consecutive 3 to 4 months. That builds a lot of confidence, proof of concept that the company can deliver on the revenue that they're looking for. If you didn't know, company is projecting $44.5 million in revenue, and in my opinion, they can very well exceed their own expectations with the pace that they are moving on. So come join me, watch the full video, don't miss out on anything. If you are riding for free in CYBL, same as many of my viewers, subscribers, and myself, I'm still invested in CYBL, riding for free. Watch the full video. Make sure that you hit the like button if you really think that CYBL can go to 2 to 3x within next few weeks, next couple of months. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on many important information that I've been sharing, not only for CYBL. We have been doing our due diligence in ILUS, our favorite ILUS, HCMC, and RDBX. These are the penny stock. You may call it Reddit stock or meme stocks, but there is a strong community behind it. So come join me, watch the full video, and let's get into it. CYBL, not a great day yesterday. 3% down, 0.013. But hey, so does the market. Was red all day long. NASDAQ was down 4.08% yesterday, 453 points negative. S&P was down 3.25%, and Dow Jones was down 2.42 as well. And CYBL, in my opinion, did not do that bad. They did pretty well, negative 3%. If you take a look at for 5 days, we are down 27.5%. For 1 month, we are down 36%. For 6 months, we are down 37%. Year to date, we are down 58%, but that's when the opportunity might be knocking the door at this price point. Now, what is going on with CYBL? As you already know, strong community. We have stock tweets with 11,000 plus watchers. We have Twitter with more than 10,500 followers, and the company has been growing every single day. What has changed in last 12 months is their balance sheet. They did not have no revenue. Now they have $6.25 million in revenue in last quarter itself. Not only that, they are doing $1.25 million in net income. So if you multiply that by 4, they put them about $5 million in net income. If you just flat out the number and multiply that by 4, I'm not considering really the growth or anything along those lines. And I'm also assuming that their profitability will remain the same. But let's get into the numbers. Now, what they're talking about is, once again, $6.25 million in revenue, $1.24 million in net income for the quarter ended March 31st. One of a kind OTC stocks. We do not really see many OTC microcap stocks. Now, you want to remember that small cap stocks hammered a ton more in the first half of 2022. Market was not really doing great anyway either, and we saw that NASDAQ came down below 11,000 index. which is also hurting a ton more. We were looking for 18,000, 17 to 18,000. But remember then, Fed came out and said that they want to increase the interest rates, and they already are doing that to control the inflation. There are some side effects of this, basically what Fed is doing, and not only CYBL, but many small cap stocks, many OTC stocks, especially the penny stocks, had to pay for it. The large cap stocks are relatively okay. They also have hammered, but not to an extent as to what the small cap stocks did. In compliance with OTC market, the company filed CYBL minor update and requested confirm that it's delivered $6.25 million in revenue, and they posted $1.24 million in net income for the period ended 31st of March, which is 543% increase year over year in net income growth. And I'll cover that. I'll share their balance sheet with you, so hang tight. Now, what the company is suggesting or sharing here is they have confirmed that they achieved the record $6.247 million in revenue and a record $1.243 million in net income for the first quarter 2022. The company has also grew their balance sheet of $10.5 million with the successful organic growth and the platform acquisition strategy for the period ended March 31st, 2022. Now, if you remember what this company does, Department of Defense are their biggest client. They're working with government agencies. They have the relationship with the government agencies and the securities in terms of the LED requirement with the security companies and agencies. And they have already, if you remember what we have been saying, that they have horizontal relationship. They need to go vertically, making sure that they double the revenue, triple the revenue in every single DoD, Department of Defense agencies they have relationship with. The revenue grew by $6.247 million compared to $0 in revenue in the first quarter of 2021. The company is in business for a long period of time, but they did not really hit the home run just until yet. And they have achieved 543% increase year over year in net income growth with $1.24 million versus $193,000 that they had in last year in Q1. Additionally, their revenue grew 13.8% quarter over quarter. So compared to Q4 2021, they did almost 14% better than Q1 2022. And they have more projections because this revenue is going to double and quadruple in upcoming quarters based on the projections that the company has been giving. Now, where the first quarter is typically the lowest performing quarter, not for CYBL, but for many penny stocks, small cap stocks, because it's a slower quarter and things are sluggish in Q1, and that picks up in Q2, Q3, and Q4 will be the peak. Cyberlux management expects quarterly revenue growth continue during 2022, expects second record quarter in 2022, which is amazing. So now what has changed? Yes, the market fundamental has changed in the last 6 months. It is going down and down and down, red and red and red, but the company fundamentals, especially for Cyberlux Corporation, CYBL, the company has become stronger and stronger and stronger. So you want to consider that. So when the market comes back into normal phase, you can expect that CYBL will be 5 cents, 6 cents that we saw back in the days. Let me show you right here. So last 1 month, take a look. We saw that it went September 2021. Last year in September, it went 6.5 cents. So much bullish. Many people bought the stock, including myself, around 1 to 2 cents. Many of us sold it around 4 to 5 cents as well, and we kept some part of the stocks that we own, and we are riding for free. So if you're already riding for free, congratulations. That's the way you make money. Yes, penny stocks are risky. It's risk versus reward, but if you play it right, that can earn you a ton of money. And if you did already, congratulations. Hit the like button if you really believe in CYBL. CYBL Army, I'm counting on you. Like button, subscribe button, and I'll make sure I'll keep sending you more and more latest and greatest information. I don't do one-sided review on any stock. I share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And you want to remember that you want the honest and independent opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, so you want to do your own due diligence. This is not an advice to buy or sell any particular stock or CYBL. It's super risky. At the end of the day, that's your money, so you decide for yourself what you want to do. I'm here just the messenger. But as I mentioned, what they're doing with 2022 revenue outlook, $44.8 million in revenue outlook. You can expect that the company is astronomically growing, and hopefully What I also believe is the company is going to grow their net income as well. That is going to be win-win for the not only for the company but for the investors as well. The company is expected to generate substantial positive net income from operations this year as well. The highlights. Now, I'm super excited. This stock can hit 10 cents. This stock can do 10x in terms of the revenue. We have seen that they had done already very close to 8-9x in terms of what the money that they're making. So let's say if they made $200,000 in income and now they're 1.2 million, think about it, it's 5 to 6 times growth in terms of net income. We do not see that yet into the stock price because the market is not doing so great. But hopefully, once the market comes back to normal, we are going to see 5 to 10x return in terms of the stock price as well, just based on the numbers. This revenue from operations, 6.2 mil. This is the highlight I wanted to quickly share with you. Don't forget this number, close to 44.8 million. That's the revenue outlook, 6.2 million that they've been doing in Q1. So the company is on the right track. They are delivering as to what they're expecting. 6.2 mil from the 5.3 million revenue from the potential previous quarter that ended in 31st of December 2021. The revenue operation 6.2 mil, 3 months ended, that exceeded the first quarter, the plan of the first quarter revenue by $4.5 million in revenue that they were expecting, by 1.7 million that they beat their target by 38.8% or almost 40% if you want to round it off. Revenues from operations 14.4 million, 14.35 million in the previous 12 months, which is they already did 50% of their entire revenue that they made in 2021. Now, the highest rolling 12 months of the revenue that the company had in the history of their company, further demonstrating the success of the company with the growth strategy on a year-over-year basis. The net income 3.1 million in the previous 12 months. So in 2021, the company made as a net income, once again, 3.1 mil. Right now, they already did 1.2 million. So they're almost halfway in just quarter one with respect to the net income that they entirely made in 2021, which is the increase of 1,525% for this period versus $193,000 that they did in previous 12 months. Now the total asset 10.5 million from $78,000 that they had in 2021. Current liability 4.5 million in previous 12 months. Right now the current liability is 9.9 million or close to 10 million, and they are from that to 5.6 million with the reduction of 42.8%. Now these numbers look super stunning to me. I have been reviewing this stock for last 12 months and more, and I've been looking closely into it. Yes, it's a super small cap, micro cap penny stocks, but that's when sometimes you make money. And I'm saying I haven't invested thousands and thousands of dollars. Whatever I invested, I think if I get 2, 3, 4% return per times return, that will be amazing. The deficiency in shareholders' equity decreased from 10 mil to 4.2 mil dollars, and it's a reduction of $5.7 million, which is 57.3. So this is looking super stunning. What I wanted to share with you is their balance sheet, which is right here, that I just got it from OTC Markets, that you can take a look. So last year, this quarter, Q1, March ending 31st, we did not really have revenue. Now we are looking at 6.2 million in Q1. So quarter-over-quarter growth, amazing. The cost of good is 2.33 million, which puts them at the gross margin of 3.9 million, almost $4 million. So the gross margin looks super amazing to me. Now, general administrative expense and other operational overheads, all in all, with the marketing and advertising and so on and so forth, 2.378 million, with the net income from operation 1.5 million. The company is making $1.5 million in income from operation just in Q1, which is amazing. Interest expense that they're paying almost $70,000. Other income 1,029, and puts them at 5.762 million weighted average number of common shares, with the outstanding balance that they have with the net income of 1.243 million, which is amazing. Last year, this quarter, they had $193,000, which is super stunning. The numbers are looking super juicy, very interesting. One thing I wanted to point out is the company's market cap is still 65.5 million and their authorized shares are 7 billion. But if you think about the outstanding shares, which is 1.163 million, 5.1 billion, which is massive. But regardless of that, they're right now pink limited information. We want to see the pink current sustains, and we want to see that what OTC markets or OTC authorities do with CYBL, whether they're going to approve these numbers or not. But the things are looking super green in my personal opinion. Not a financial advisor, but I'm super excited because they have 3.7 billion in float and 5.1 billion in the outstanding common shares. And with the same numbers, if you think about the company is doing double, triple, quadruple in terms of the income, in terms of the revenue, that is going to be super profitable for the shareholders, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, or in upcoming weeks and months. So keep an eye out. This is super juicy stock. I love what I see. In terms of the average volume, we are seeing 34.8 million with the current volume 16.6 mil. So the volume is still low, but we had seen that recently it went to 80 million. So if you take a look right here, June 9th, we saw the 80 million in volume, 94 million in volume, and we dropped down to 25 million. Now, the market condition is also playing very important role, and I'm sharing this information with you while we are at 1 cent. And this will go 2, 3, 4 cents. And don't call me I'm bragging about something that I'm doing, but once again, we may see 25, 26, 35, 36 very soon. It's doubling up, double the return or 100% return, or doubling up your investment or ROI. That is going to look super amazing. Just to share one quick thing with you, we did see the 2 cents level not too many days back. Or in other words, in April, we saw that we were at 235, 225, 249, 26. So those numbers, in terms of the price point, we did see. I do believe that after that, we saw 213. All I'm trying to say is the stock is going down because of the market condition and not because of anything that the company is doing in general. Now, one thing that you want to also notice is what their short interest looks like, which is looking pretty stunning in my opinion. While we had 16.3 million in volume yesterday, the short volume was 18.78. Before that 26, before that 40, before that 57. All in all, we are not seeing higher short volume regardless of what the volume looks like. When we had 25 million in volume, we saw 44.88. When the price went down, we saw lower and lower short volume ratio because the short seller might be scared and they're really believing in the company that the stock can skyrocket 2 to 3 times, which means not a ton more in terms of the price point. I'm expecting maybe 2 to 3 cents, which is what I'm trying to say. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you still want to help out, click the join button, click the super thanks button. I'll really appreciate all your help. I've been putting a lot of ton of energy, effort into building this video. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.